Hi.
Hi, hey, hello there. I know you watch those other networks and they have programs that this guy, who is a creator, director, writer, producer, you name it, Laverne and Shirley, Mork and Mindy, Odd Couple. What else?
The Story of Lincoln, Nebraska, a documentary.
Garry Marshall is back with us, fresh off the success of Young Doctors in Love. I really enjoyed that movie and wanted it to do better than it did.
Well, it made money. That's why they let me do more stuff. See, that's all you have to do is you got to make some kind of a hit that makes $1. Then they let you do a nice picture.
Well, they said that you have done 10 television series.
10?
10, but then 750 episodes?
Oh, a lot, a lot.
Oh.
Almost 1,000 now, maybe. It's getting close. And they're all grown up and went to reruns. So I get to do something else.
You had many successful series. They gave more, the networks gave more time for these to gel, Mr. Marshall, than they do now.
Yeah.
We see series come on, they're on for maybe 3 weeks, and they're gone. When you started doing these things, how much time did they give you to find an audience, for you to work out the kinks?
They gave me sometimes almost a year, sometimes more. Happy Days took over a year, and it ran for 11 years. So it's they don't give it time, and they don't even want those kind of shows anymore. They want bloopers and bleepers and hello Leta, hello Luda, hello that they'll put on the television. But talking nicely about a film, sometimes they don't put on. They want your most embarrassing thing in your whole life. Expose yourself to the whole audience. That's what's on television. So I think it'll come back to where we did shows nicely. But I won't be there because I'm in films for a minute.
You mean you're not going back to television? Oh,
Not
please.
this week. Soon.
Okay,
Soon.
next week.
Soon.
Well, the thing is, the networks are saying we are airing the kind of programs that people want to see. They don't want to see the Happy Days anymore?
No, they have a new theory now. They're airing programs that the public does not want to see. And they're very successful at this approach because the public keeps turning it off. One show made it the whole year. So it's not doing so well in television. But you know where it's doing well? Films are doing well, and theater is actually coming back.
Well, the curious thing is, why is the theatrical film not doing so well on television? The made-for-television movies are doing much better than the theatrical releases. Why?
Theatrical films they're buying in the stores, you know, those cassettes. They're
Yeah.
not going to watch them on TV. Because why? Terrible word. Commercials. If you go in the store and buy the film, Flamingo Kid, a lovely film, just came out, and you take it home and watch it, you don't have any commercials. You watch it on television, there's a commercial. So they're doing better. The movies of the week, they have to watch because you can't buy it in that little cassette.
I like commercials.
You
I
do?
enjoy them. They're a nice interruption in the film, so I can go to the bathroom, go to the, wherever I go.
But how many times do you have to go someplace during the film? Sometimes you could
But
have
it's
one.
free, Gary. It's free television.
Free.
It's
Oh,
free.
but to rent is not so much. Well, free television does get an audience. There's an audience there. I just think the shows have not, the networks, I've talked to the guys, I'm not doing them, but I've talked to them. They're not happy with the products lately. So maybe next year they'll get it together.
Well, after Young Doctors in Love, which I found very, very funny, he's directed a delightfully warm film called The Flamingo Kid.
That's the name of it.
Based back in the 1960s, and casting really against type. Why did you choose Matt Dillon? One would not think that that would have been the kind of kid who would, he did a nice job.
Yeah.
Why him?
It was just different. He had never really done this type of thing, really a lighter. He's he works a lot like this, but he lifted his head up, he smiled. And I haven't done that much dramatic comedy, and so it was a challenge. Two guys out on a challenge, and I was looking for somebody that would surprise me, mix me up a little, and figure out to stretch me a little.
I expected more humor in the film. I kept waiting for it.
Yeah, well, because you like Young Doctors in Love. And this is, we thought we had enough humor that would make you laugh and that then you would follow the story, because it wasn't a wild comedy. I did the wild comedy already. Young Doctors in Love, they wanted me to do Young Doctors in Love 2. They want me to do a talking horse, but I'm doing these kind of films now.
Are you going to get a little more contemplative, maybe? A little more thinking film than the fast one-liners that you've been doing?
Yes, I've done the one-liners, and I'm not so good, I'll tell you, with the laser beams and the explosions and the different spaceships. I don't do that so good. Mork was just a guy. So I do people. So I think with the film, you have to do a little more substantial material in the film to make it work, if it's going to be that kind of a picture. A crazy film, there's plenty of them, you know. And there's 2s and 3s of the crazy film. So I think there will be no Flamingo Kid 2, so you better go see this one.
You know, this guy, because he's swell, just got his star in the, is it Hollywood Boulevard? Where do they put your swell star?
Mine, unfortunately, was in Bakersfield because they couldn't have enough room in Hollywood. No, it was on Hollywood Boulevard, right near Ronnie Howard, who I worked with years in Happy Days.
How do they select? How do they say, okay, we're going to put yours in?
They said, who can come down here and meet all the derelicts who hang out on Hollywood Boulevard? And once, I guess for body of your work, not your body, just the body of your work. But Janet Jones in my film, that's a lovely body.
Yes,
she's a lovely newcomer. I just found her, and she's doing very well. But they selected, I guess, on what you've done in the past. I don't know.
Well, you got a good eye, good eye. Very proud of what you have done in your body.
Thank you. My body's all right, and it's in the Christmas coldness. Possibly it gets cold in Lincoln.
It's rather very cold
the
in
Flamingo
Nebraska.
Kid's a warm picture,
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
about warm weather. It'll cheer you up if you go to. You'll go bundle up. Oh, it's cold in Lincoln, and you'll say, "Look, the Flamingo Kid. What a nice picture." I hope they do that.
His name is Garry Marshall. The movie is The Flamingo Kid. It is a delightful film. I hope you'll see it. Please stay tuned. There's more to come as 10/11 Morning continues.
How does she say it that fast?